Yeah, we're going to talk about this Fairlife stuff. It's a lot more than Fairlife, but this, I was reading about it earlier. I didn't get too deep into it. I figured I'd just save it for stream, but this is pretty sad stuff about Fairlife because I drink the shit out of it. Their core power. Core power is a scam? No, it's not a scam. Like, you get all the macros you are advertised as getting. The problem is the microplastics. So, here, I'll pull up the reports in a minute, but I'll wait a minute. I'm uninformed when it comes to microplastics. What are we trying to do about it as a whole? We can't remove them, can we? No, it's too late. Microplastics are literally in the rain. There is not a whole lot we can do about microplastics. That ship has sailed. I don't know what the future holds for it, but it's not good. The report is it was measuring, what was it again? Hold on. Let me just pull up the initial thing. They measured microplastics in food, specifically the phthalate contents, which I'm not super familiar with. Fairlife was the #1 in everything they tested by a wide margin. Specifically the Core Power High Protein Milkshake chocolate, which is what I've been buying out the wazoo for the last, 4 or 5 months. It's such a shame because this is so good. It's like legitimately great. No way, I've been drinking this for a full year. I know, these have been popping off in terms of popularity too. Like, everyone at the warehouse drinks them as well. They're just really good. They are really, really good. I feel like people need to know that 50% of microplastics in the ocean come from fishing nets and fishing lines. Is that right? I didn't know that. Do they, Cody? I know nothing about Fairlife as a company. I just know these protein milkshakes. That is the only Fairlife product I'm familiar with. Jocko, the UFC fighter, made his own protein called Malk. I'm going to have to look at it. I'm going to look into that now. That's such a crazy name. Well, I don't think Shamrock's off the hook, Astro, when it comes to microplastics. I'm pretty sure they also made the list for high phthalate content as well. I'm pretty sure I saw Shamrock on here. It seems like a lot of those pre-assembled protein shakes are very high in microplastics. Well, let me see if I can find the whole list again. You can boil up to 2 minutes over 90% of the microplastics from regular drinking water. Try doing that with the milk. Brother, the last thing I want to fucking do with a milkshake is boil it. Jesus Christ, that sounds awful. Not often, I don't do a ton of cardio. When I do, it's mainly basketball. Did you hear about the extreme horror author Matt Shaw, who got so angry about a 1-star review he dedicated a novel called moistcr1tikal to the reviewer and compared her to a Nazi? That sounds like the worst payback ever. He was so offended he made an entire book about it. You see how Wubby pulled one of the wildest scam alpha decks ever? Oh, I was watching that. Yeah, he got fucking super scammed. But luckily he had a real one afterwards. Is that right, Canulia? Well, I'm not going to be drinking any more Fairlife anymore. I'll check out the Jocko Malk, though, because that one is not on the list. Maybe it wasn't tested, but that one seems safe. The tolerable daily intake of phthalates is 650,000 ng, by the way. Oh, wait, the whole study was in nanograms. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I just double-checked the study. For some reason, I thought they were a different one. I thought they were a little higher. So 650k nanograms as the safe, tolerable intake, and a single Fairlife Core Power High Protein is 20k. It's not the end of the world, I suppose, but it's still probably for the best to not get near that 650k.